I would have heated up my coffee in the microwave you see behind me here. But as you can see, there's no power in the microwave. I have another video that shows you how to replace the fuse if you have no power going to the microwave, which I did. But 2 weeks later, I found myself in the same situation with no power. For about 10 plus years I've used this microwave and I didn't have to replace the fuse, so something's going on. This is what I'm going to try to find out. Per my research, I found out there are 3 switches that deal with, believe it or not, opening and closing the microwave door to make sure that the microwave is not running when the door is open, all kind of things. I bought them for about $11 on Amazon. I'm going to try to replace these 3 switches and then see if that resolves the problem. I'm going to take you through the process. It's going to be my first time doing it. We're going to do it together. So here are the tools I think I'm going to need for the job. A Phillips screwdriver, a flat screwdriver, a smaller one, a T10 Torx bit and driver, a pair of pliers, and for parts you're going to need the replacement switches, and if you're replacing the fuse you'll need that as well. I had to buy this for about 18 bucks at Tractor and Supply, just to get one piece, believe it or not, like a bit to connect to this driver here, a T10 Torx they call that. So just be mindful that you will need something like this most likely. Okay, before we start anything, let's make sure we unplug the power. As you can see, the power is plugged and there's no power going to the microwave. Right here, no power. Alright, I'm gonna unplug. Safety first, whenever you're working in an electrical device, make sure you unplug the power. Let's remove this grid here. Alright, there are 2 screws, 1 and 2. Taking care of that, and then fast forward this video. Just take out the whole bracket that comes with it, that way you don't somehow lose it as you taking off the grid. Yeah, also take this one off. I find it easier to take off the grid with the microwave door open. Just grab it and put it out and just set it away. So now the next step is to take off this electrical panel, and that's the screw for it right here. This you just pop it up, right? Pop it up and then pull it away gently, and you'll find something holding on to it right here. Little hook right here, right? Yeah, so what we're looking for here is this piece here and this piece. So they're right here. This is one of them, and there's another one. In order to get to it, we have to remove this whole backing here. Black piece here. It looks like we're gonna have to take this whole piece out. So as you can see here, there's quite a few wire hookups. You're gonna have to remember where they are. So best thing to do is take a picture of the way it looks. That way you can easily put it back. Yeah, it looks like I just have to remove this ground screw right here. Okay, and then I can pop this out from its hook. Alright, I'm gonna unscrew the ground screw I was telling you, the yellow one. Yeah, here's the screw. It has a little washer in it, so that differentiates from the other ones. So this is facing here. I'm taking a picture. Picture taken. Taking another picture here. Just make sure we get all the colors right. I'm gonna be using this to help, pry out the connection here. Do this carefully. I'm gonna try to pull up the plastic thing. You know how to get out, and then you get to the metal piece. This. Yes. So everything's out. Alright? I hope I can remember it. Alright, so that's it right here. If you look here, you can see there's a screw here to give you access for removing this back panel here. So I'm going to use the longer screwdriver. Right, this screw there, I put it here. Alright, so let's try to remove this backing. Hopefully it's an easy step. I think there's a surprise. It looks like this thing is screwed right here. Right? So it looks like we have to remove this whole grid after all. So let's get to it. So gently remove this so you don't damage it. That right here. I think it's turning. it's turning because I don't see it over here. I saw the tip of it here and I don't see it anymore. See? So it's turning. So I'm gonna continue to remove it. Okay, see now, I wonder if I can just leave it here like that. Try to work with it that way. Now, what I'm trying to get to is this thing in here that's holding the switch, and this is a screw for it, and that one, two of them, that's a screw for it. The top one is holding, I think I see two switches there, one behind here, and the bottom only has one. T10. Okay. Okay, unscrew, unscrew, unscrew. Alright. As you can see, they're loose. They're loose, and I didn't fully take this out. So you saw this little thing, it was holding on to it. The other one came out pretty easily. So as we said, it only has one switch in it. As you can see, right? Only has one switch. Leave this here for now. This one here looks like we have to push it up, right, to get it out. There's a little hook. This one here, see? There it is. Okay, so that's the top one right here, and then you see it has two switches, this one and then this one. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna unplug the wires from it. So taking a picture, took a picture just to make sure, right? Another picture. Now you're gonna pay attention to what I'm doing here. Try to grab it. Let's try to remove the plastic. Insert there, and then we have access to this now. We can grab it from there and hopefully pull it out. There it is. You gotta remember to put the switch, sorry, the fuse. All right, so now we this is the top one. It's gonna be a little uncomfortable to do, but we're gonna do it. So you can see this one has two switches, as we said. Take a picture. Important. There's too many things to remember here, you know. Yeah, this one came out easy. So the first one's out, okay, and then the second one. Okay, let's try that. Oh, this one's out. Okay, so I think I took a picture of. So I take a picture of this one too. Okay, this one's out, and this one's out too. All right, there's the unit here. Let's go on the other side. All right, so you got these. So you're gonna try to pop this right out. You gotta be careful that you don't want to break this, otherwise, you know, you're just gonna end up having to replace that unit, that whole piece there. So you don't want to bring it. So you want to do it gently. And they look breakable, to be honest with you. So already I kind of see a little problem. This came out too easily. You see what happened, right? So this came out too easily. All right, so this is out. This is out. We gotta look at the numbering to replace them by the number, not by the color. So it's not really color coded. It's actually by numbers. This one is 61, and that's the original one. So exact match, that's what it was. This one was a number 63, so let's grab a 63 and grab a 63 this way and put it in. Okay, push that in like this. You saw that? Snap it in. There you go. So that's the 63 to replace the 63. So this one now is a number 62. Let's find the 62. This one has 61. This one is a 62. We'll find out what the other one is in the bottom. So this one's a 62. This one's a 62. It looks like it's matching to me. So let's get this guy out. And be careful not to break brackets as you pull them.
pop one out a little bit. Try to slide the one out. Oops, it broke. Exactly what I didn't want to happen happened. So let's see what happened. The last one we have holding on. Oh, this one came out. Came apart. This one came apart too. So there you go. So this one, what I'm gonna try to do is probably gonna try to use a little glue here. I don't know that we need it actually because it was pretty snug. It's probably an extra security there, right? So this one was a 62, right? And we said we were gonna place it with a 62, right? And if I recall, it was facing this way. So we're gonna snap it in to see if we even need to bother about the yeah, look at that. You don't need to bother really. There's a little bit of play, and so exists over here. So after we put it in, you see, even without the bracket that's broken, it's pretty snug. So now let's take out this one. Just remember that we broke the other one, so let's try not to break this one. Get it out a little bit. Maybe use a screwdriver to hold it from the bottom, and then kind of push it down. Hoping we don't break anything. Yeah, I should have done the same thing for the other one. So this one needs a little room to pass through. Then we don't care for it. Oh, look at that. Yeah, let me stop. So this one is number 61, and guess what? Number 61, and this is the new one, is also number 61. This one has to face down like this, so we're gonna insert this right in here. All right, we don't want to break anything. Snap it in, sitting in pretty well. This one too, sitting in pretty nicely. Let's get this guy in. Yeah, it's a little loose, maybe from when I opened it up before, so you wanna probably press this a little bit to get it in the right shape, right? Yeah. So this one goes in the bottom. I want it to be very tight in here. So contact all the time, yes. I'm gonna grab this and bring it down slowly, gently, yes. And let's find out if it's very tight. What's going on with this guy? And press it down just a little bit. Also, and then insert it and connect it, and I heard it snapping. Yeah, perfect. But I'm gonna press it a little more here, just to make sure. Let's see if it's snug. Yes. So this guy and this guy pretty solid in there. So I feel this is in pretty strongly, and then I'm gonna go about it this way, and then here start by making sure the bottom is getting hooked. Okay. Okay, that's it. This one's in. You can see, right? This screw, we're gonna put it back in here. Start by hand first. Hold the back. Now this one's gonna be a little bit tricky because I gotta remember which one's which. So I got this. I'm gonna get this blue and white wire in the bottom one for this switch here, the one with the two prongs here. So I'm gonna insert it Before I do, let me squeeze this in a little bit to enforce some good contact. Is staying in. And the top one goes here, so it's a little loose, so I'm gonna do this a little bit before. Okay, so this guy's in. We got 3 more to do. So let's take a look at this guy and prep it up. Press them a little bit. This one, let's press it a little bit. And what's the other one? The other one looks okay, but let's do it a little bit here on this side. I see a little bit of an issue here. The one with the orange wire goes in the bottom. Let's do the bottom one first. Yeah, that went in pretty nicely. So that one, right, good. So then the next one is the one with the green plastic cover. Let's put that one in here. No, that one went in pretty nicely too. Let's hope this one goes in pretty nicely. The black and brown one goes on the top. Oh, that went pretty nicely. Oh, these guys didn't have a problem. So the next step is to confirm this, the wiring, very important. Alright, so let's get this guy hooked up. He's gonna hook in this little bracket sticking out right in here. Okay, I'm using my hand on the top. There he goes, right? You see that? So go back to the screw. Again, it's going to be this screw here. I think you see it. Align. Started by hand. Okay, so I think I got it in. So I'm going to finish it up with the screwdriver. Not too tight, but tight so it doesn't move. We're good. There. And there. We're just making sure the microwave door opens. Make shuts and closes. Since this is all done, this is in, all the switches have been replaced. So we're gonna hook up this panel back and then put everything back together. So this is what we're gonna do, alright? Alright, so I'm gonna align this part here with the hole. Luckily, it looks like this screwdriver has a little magnet. So I'm gonna pop it right in here. Carefully. I think I got it. You're gonna see it coming down from that port if it's well aligned. There it is, see it? Yeah, I don't know what that is. There's another screw you have to put right here. Alright, so the fuse is right here. So I'm gonna pop it out. I'm gonna use a pair of pliers to reach it gently so I don't break it. Alright, so pop it out. There's the old fuse, okay? There's the new fuse, 20 amp. I'm gonna put it in there. There it is. See it there, the fuse. There it is. It's sitting right. Alright? That's done. Now we can put this grid back on. Tuck it in a little bit. Align it. The screws, one screw here and another one here. It looks like they're aligned. Really what we have left to do is to put the electrical panel back in. Okay, here's the panel. So I'm going to put them exactly where they were originally. It goes right here. Okay. This one goes right here. Right here. Okay, so looks like we are connected. everything is sitting right. Yes, you just need to plug the ground wire. I'm gonna hook the electrical panel right here, and it hooks. Okay, I'm gonna connect the ground wire right now. So that's the screw. Remember I said you had a little washer in it? Let's take care of that. So you can just do it like this. Feed it first and align. Align and then screw. Yeah. Right. So right now I'm gonna just pop it in. So everything is in, as you can see, right? Everything is connected. I don't see any loose wires. I don't see any. Everything is. Almost forgot to do this, but let's make sure we do. Looks like I have to take this out again. One. So what I'm doing here is I'm pushing back the plastic here, right? So that you can protect the wiring. Make sure it's all the way inside it, both of them. And I think they are. What I'm going to do now is push it back, align with the holes, and then let it come down. Let's secure the electrical panel. Good. So now that this one is in, we need to put the front grid back. We're going to align these brackets there with their respective holes. Snaps in. Then you have to screw these back to secure it. That bracket, screw, okay, I think that's it. Microwave closes, it opens. So the moment of truth is again upon us. So I'm gonna plug it back in. See what happens. Okay, we have power, that's good. Okay, let's set the clock, why not? Okay, now that we set the clock, let's try the microwave. I'm gonna give it 30 seconds. Yeah, so far so good. There you have it. I know one of the issues is usually when the microwave door opens while you're heating it up, while you're heating up or something like that. So I'm gonna try that. Okay, looks like problem is resolved. But again, I'm gonna find out after 2 weeks, because last time I changed the fuse, it took 2 weeks. Eventually the same problem happened again. Alright, so if I don't post anything on YouTube about this again, that means everything's resolved. Alright, thank you.